In the US, that heat dome is upon us, and I need you to know you don't have to live like this. We are going to talk about boycotting summer. Yes, I know my normal message is boycott winter. We don't need winter weather in our lives. How can we experience lives without winter weather? But today we're going to talk about the opposite. Today we're going to talk about how to boycott summer, how to escape from these triple digit temperatures. We don't have to live this way, okay? We're going to talk about house sitting, where you can house sit today to escape the boiling temperatures. But first, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Stephanie Perry. I am a year-round house sitter. I'm the creator of House Sitter School and the co-creator of Exodus Summit. I help Black women embrace ease by house sitting, by taking a sabbatical or career break from work, by moving abroad, by bopping around as a digital nomad. If these things sound good to you, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button, please, and turn on notifications, ring that notification bell so that you will be notified when I post a new video. Welcome. Okay, all right. So the weatherman told me that some of y'all are about to burn alive. I'm sorry to be an alarmist here, but we need to take some action to cool you off just a little bit. My solution, no surprise, it's time for you to book a house sit. Okay, friend, it's time for you to book a house sit in a cooler climate where you can go out and live and enjoy your life and not just, sit home and pray that your air conditioner doesn't go on the fritz. Okay? Don't forget that house sitting is a way for you to change your location, change the weather in your life. I talk a lot about house sitting for people who are either not working, right, on sabbatical, or who are living kind of nomadically, working, but can be anywhere in the world. But house sitting is also for people who have a regular job, right? If you want to take a regular vacation and book a house sit somewhere, house sitting is for you. Or if you're working remotely and you can work for a couple weeks, a few days, a few months from another location, house sitting is for you. Or if you're a teacher and you're done for the summer, right, house sitting is for you. So I want to show you really quickly how to find out where the house sits are, and then we'll come back and I will talk to you about how to get started with house sitting. But before I do that, I guess I should explain what house sitting is. House sitting is staying in people's homes and caring for their homes and their pets while they're away. Yes, most house sits are pet sits, right? So most people bring in a house sitter because they need someone to take care of their pets while they're gone. Not all, but for the most part, if someone's bringing in a house sitter but they don't have pets, it's because they're going to be gone for months and months at a time, not for a long weekend or for a couple of weeks vacation. Okay, but those do exist. Those exist on Trusted House Sitters, just like the 4 and 8 day house sits exist. Okay, you can house sit if you are a family or a couple or a friend group or a mother-daughter team or whatever. House sitting is fine, perfectly fine for people who are not solo people. Because I talk about house sitting and because I'm a solo person, a lot of people think it's only for them. But house sitting clients love couple house sitters or family house sitters. Some people are always going to be a no for anything that you suggest, but you can find someone who is a yes, right? So you could also house sit with your pet. If you have a dog or cat and you need to take them on a house sit with you, someone is going to be a yes. Someone may say, no, my dog doesn't like cats, right? Or my cat isn't friendly to other animals or whatever. But somebody will say, sure, yeah, that's perfectly fine. If you find a house sit that won't let you bring your pet along with you, you may just need to bring in a house sitter to house sit for you while you go and house sit for someone else. That's a thing. Trusted House Sitters has a special combined membership for people who are going to bring in house sitters and be house sitters at the same time. It's a wonderful solution. Okay, so house sitting, we've talked about what house sitting is and who can house sit. House sitting through Trusted House Sitters, house sitting through a third-party platform means that you have a place to go to find house sits. You don't have to just scream out on the internet, somebody please book me to house sit for you. Trusted House Sitters is a platform where clients say, hey, I need a house sitter in this home on these dates, and here are the responsibilities. Trusted House Sitters also gives you some insurance protections. So if you burn their kitchen down or something, you are insured through the Trusted House Sitters platform. They also have a protection if you upgrade your membership. They have a protection that will cover you in the event that a house sit is canceled. So let's say you buy your flight to London, you fly to London. At the very last minute, they are positive for COVID and they're not going on their vacation. And now you need to stay, you need to find a place to stay in London for a few days before you come back to the US. You need to pay for your accommodation. Trusted House Sitters has insurance that will protect house sitting clients. And of course, house sitters, right? Protect both sides. I house sit primarily through Trusted House Sitters. House sits are unpaid. You pay for your own transportation to the house sit. You cover your own meals and your own transportation, but you do get free accommodation. All right, so you're getting that free place to stay while you're in the home, taking care of their home and enjoying their city, their place, their country. All right, so the reason that I am so sure that you can escape this heat dome, I'm looking at you, Dallas and Tulsa and New Orleans, right? The reason I'm so sure y'all can escape this heat dome, escape these ridiculous temperatures, is that there are plenty of house sits in the United Kingdom. And London is a place that is not experiencing extreme summer temperatures at this particular moment. House sitting is very popular in the UK, not just London proper, but all around the United Kingdom. House sitting is popular. These are people who love to travel. These are people who have pets, and these are people who are used to the idea of house sitting. It's not that new to them in their world. It is kind of new in the United States, but it's also popular here. Okay, so let's go take a look at Trusted House Sitters and see what I'm talking about. All right, so we're going to look at house sits in the United Kingdom. Of course, you can look at house sits anywhere. There are, house sits worldwide. But the UK is a place where I know there is an abundance of house sits. It's a good place for a new house sitter to get started, to get booked when you don't have any house sits or reviews under your belt yet. All right, as we can see, we put in the United Kingdom and we can see plenty of house sits. There's house sits with one cat. There's a house sit with one cat and some backyard chickens. House sit with one dog, one cat. There's a house sit with a dog and a fish, right? So you're going to find a variety of pets or animals to take care of. Not too many house sits with no pets, but you never know. It's worth looking. Okay, and you can see these are lovely homes in lovely parts of the United Kingdom. They're pretty spread out. Most of them, as you can see from the map, most of them are in and around London, but they spread out, including the beach areas in the south and up north towards Scotland. These are beautiful homes with good dates, right? Some of these house sits are 2 and 3 weeks long, so you can see that some of these are for people who are planning to travel for a while. Okay, so let's look at why. Another reason I want you to house sit in London is this. London's temperature right now is so much better than what y'all are getting in Dallas. Okay, they're going to have a couple of hot days this week coming up, but I mean, much more manageable. Okay, this right here is just telling me to get out. I don't know. I don't know that I've ever noticed a time in the summer when Dallas was hotter than Houston, but it doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem right to me. I don't know if it seems right to you, but we're going to fix this, okay? We can fix this. Now, I showed you a search for the UK, but house sitting is also popular in Canada, also popular in other parts of the United States where it's cooler, or popular in, also places where it's also hot, but where they have a beach or where the homes may have a pool. I'm headed to Nashville myself. I go to Nashville the end of July for a house sit with a pool, and I'm making a stopover, I think, in Raleigh, North Carolina. So I'm going to do some summertime road trip house sitting like I did last year. I'm excited about my summer house sit in Nashville, so make sure that you are following me on Instagram at Vicarious so that you can see pics of me living my dreams with a private pool. Last year I did some house sitting up and down the East Coast. I got down to a beautiful home in Tampa with a pool and, just a beautiful getaway. House sitting can be a getaway for you, even if it's not something that you're going to do long term. But look, if you're working remotely it may also work for you long term, okay? So I've told you Trusted House Sitters is the platform that I use to find and book house sits. My affiliate link to Trusted House Sitters is in the description of this video, okay? If you're ready to go ahead and join Trusted House Sitters, please use my affiliate link. Trusted House Sitters gives me a commission on your membership. It doesn't cost you anything extra. I get a commission. Thanks for that. Okay. Also, in the description of this video is my new house sitter toolkit. It's some other tools, some other resources that I use to book house sits and to be comfortable and to enjoy the house sits that I do book. So in the new house sitter toolkit, you'll get the template of the actual pitch email that I send. On Trusted House Sitters, once you see a house sit that you want to apply for, you send them a message. I have the actual template for the message that I send, right? All you'll have to do is change out their names, the location, the dates, the information that is different. But that's also in the new house sitter toolkit to help you get started. It's easier to get booked for your first house sit, either, okay, in your home city, right? It's easier to get booked locally for the first house sit because it's just easier to trust a local stranger than a stranger who is far, far away, okay? Or it's also easier to get booked for your first house sit in a city where house sits are just in abundance. And as we can see in and around London, house sits are in abundance. So use your new house sitter toolkit, use the email, the template that I have in there to introduce yourself to potential clients, to explain to them that you're brand new, but that you're a reliable person and a friend to animals. And then let's go, okay? Let's cool off. Let's cool off. I don't know. This is probably the first time in my life I've ever felt like we needed to boycott summer, but we need to boycott this summer. We do. I can help you, okay? House sitting can help you do that. So make sure that you click the link in the description of this video to get your new house sitter toolkit. It's housesit.vicarious.com/toolkit, okay? housesit.vicarious.com/toolkit. That is the new house sitter toolkit with some of my favorite house sitting tools. Okay, so I know I'm focusing on the UK, but please let me know in the comments, where would you want to go to cool off? Where would you want to take a house sit so that you could, escape these horrendous temperatures and enjoy like a normal summer and not a burned alive summer? Let me know in the comments. While you're doing that, please also hit the like button on this video. I'd really appreciate it. And share it with somebody you know who needs to get out, okay? Share this video with somebody you know who needs a break. All right. Now, if the idea of house sitting, of staying in people's homes for free accommodation is totally new to you, you probably have a whole bunch of other questions. All right. I think that you should watch this video here, which is a Q&A that goes into more details about house sitting. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.